So many things have changed since the coming of women-led network in Yobe State. Since 2018, with the technical support from UN Women, we've been able to form this network. And you know, it's very difficult to get women together. Networking has brought about our accessing funding easily. There is also better understanding of how things work in the humanitarian sector.
Our engagement with UN Women has really impacted on the network and as well as other individual organizations.
So women are everywhere now through the network. And then we were able now with the network, we can now synergize with our other organizations in the Lake Chad Basin. When we traveled to Cameroon, we found out that there are no network of women-led there, and we had to advocate for that. We told them the need, they saw the need, and then we established that of the region.
We have witnessed insurgency, and aftermath of insurgency usually comes with social vices. Gender-based violence is one of them. That brought about the proliferation of women-led organizations to support women and young girls and children that have been abused.
There was this woman living in Popomari, and that place was a remote area. She was living in an uncompleted building. She was alone, she and her 4 children. She was not living fine. So someone saw her and brought an issue into the women-led organization. So that was how we rallied around her. We contributed the things we could in our own effort and provided another shelter for her.
There was a time people saw a pregnant woman lying down unconscious on the street. But because they know there is a network of women-led organization, so they called the chairperson of the organization. And then immediately she went to the scene. She took the pregnant woman together with some of our colleagues that were there to support her. We took her to the hospital. She gave birth. After some time, she was able to speak. We administered psychosocial support to her for a long period because she was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. Through the widow's might of every organization, we gave support of food items, baby clothes, Pampers, a lot of things. And then we gave her access to medical care, which we will be responsible to take care of. So these are the things we do to touch the lives of women.
Our capacity is also better built now because we have received so many trainings through the UN Women with support from Japan.
Da fari an ba mu early warning sign. Second training na mun yi ne akan leadership training.
In fact, that leadership training is the climax because it has really impacted on the leadership of the women-led organization. We are more coordinated.
Before now, other women have not also been encouraged to take up these humanitarian activities. Now we have more active participation of the women into the network and also having their own individual organization. Advocacies for the empowerment of women and so on and so forth has never been strong as this.
UN Women over time from 2018 have supported a number of interventions, including the Women Peace and Humanitarian Fund. The Women Peace and Humanitarian Fund is a global partnership of the United Nations, the government and civil society organization.
Some of the things that we have done that are really significant are to empower women leaders, women civil society organizations, so that they can be able to play a very strong role in the humanitarian space and also in terms of decision making generally in those states. We have this network of women leaders that we have been supporting.
We came as a result of necessity because of the insurgency that is ongoing, even though we have achieved relative peace. but I can still say in some parts, the attack is still ongoing. The insurgency brought a lot of hardship on women and has rendered women to be vulnerable. And in times of crisis, women and children are the most vulnerable. The women-led groups, we come as a group to have a platform where women can have a voice, women can have a say, women can add to what is happening to their fellow women in the case of response and prevention of crisis, particularly when it comes to GBV, violence against women, rape cases, assault, exploitation, and what have you. So on the basis of this, we came as a group so that we can be able to mitigate the challenges women and girls are facing as a result of this insurgency.
For women-led organization, we want to see a bulwark that has gone global. We don't want just we here in Borno State or in the Northeast region, but a bulwark that is known globally for the work that we do, because we know we have similar situation or conflict environment in other areas. And so we also want to learn what they have done, and we also want to share our own experiences with others.
Anything we agree to do because of the oneness, because of the one voice, and because of the inclusion with one another, we have that thing, and it's really helping us. That is one impact and achievement we have seen in working with UN Women. We also work with women at the grassroots. We work with market women, we work with associations, we work with different kind of women-led clubs, and they all come under the umbrella of the Borno Network of Women-led Civil Society Organizations. There were a lot of impact made as a result of working with UN Women. One of the impacts I can say is this. Our coordination system and mechanism we are put in place, and then we are more united, and then we have one voice. So this is one of the greatest impacts we have ever made. And through this, there's no place that we want to go that we don't reach.
I'm one of the beneficiaries from UN Women. I'm part of the Women-led Network organization that was created by UN Women. You know, we were not in the picture before now, but due to UN Women coming and coordinating and gathering us together, we now became a network. I happen to be one of the youth-led and a women-led as well in the network. Through the UN Women exposure as well as trainings, that also actually helped me as a person and my team in the trainings that I've been opportunity to attend, starting with the advocacy training, community engagement, and peace building content, a lot of things that we've been trained on. I've been able to work with my team to recreate content with the information that we get from UN Women, so we can pass it to our other young people that we work with in the space, both young people in IDP camps and also women. So among us, we engage young people as an organization. Yeah, we engage young people to use their innovative skills and potentials to promote information around the work that we do around women's rights, celebrity health and rights, gender-based violence, peace building. Yeah, so among us, we had some team of young people that were able to use the content on peace building to develop animation videos, apart from social media graphic designs that we do, to share information on peace building. And ever since we developed those animation contents and videos, we usually use that as an entry point in having conversations with our target that we work with. So most times we even invite people from the IDP camp to come here to our space in the office here, you know, watch the video. So after watching, we use that as an entry starter to say, okay, what did they get from the video? Do they have a question? And from there, it starts opening up other conversations. Yeah, the same skills is also used to develop content around different areas on gender-based violence. So we use these approaches because our most target are youth, and the easy way to get them is when you bring out content they can actually relate with. So things like videos, things like social media, graphic posts are ways we use to reach out to them.
By and large, I can say that the capacity strengthening, we know that the training of from UN Women They are actually committed to promoting the women-led organizations. And I will say with all vehemency that their capacity strengthening for this short period of time has really strengthened the network here in Adamawa State. For the very first time, the network of Adamawa women-led organizations represented the entire CSOs, not just Adamawa, and the entire CSOs in Northeast at the humanitarian response plan that was held in the UN House in February 2022.
Coming together as a network, like I said, stronger together, we're able to leverage on individual strength. And one of us also was able to get funding, like I said. Our capacity was built to the extent that individual organizations were able to get funding as a woman-led organization, even as youth-led organization in this network, And one of us got funding. She was able to come back to the network, to be able to synergize, to work together. So this is support we give to each other. And if the network was not there, I wonder how she would be. But because there's a body already on ground that we leverage on each one's strength and each one's experience, like that we advise, we help, we assist, we also support.